Okay, today I'm going to test my planche push-up position. I've done no warm-up, so this is going to be my warm-up. I'm going to progressively take my head past my hands and do a push-up and come back again. I'm going to try as best I can to make a straight line up with the head position and not come back towards my hands. Because when you do a planche push-up, you can come down with bent arms, is slightly easier, so you'll take the head forwards, but then when you come back up, you tend to push back in this direction because it's easier. What I want to try and do is stay up and down in that position, so eventually it's going to help me with my planche push-ups when my feet are off the floor. So let's just start with a standard push-up first to see what the head comes to. This is going to be my marker, and obviously I can measure it as I go. I'm having my index finger on the edge of this mat, so there's my start point. I'm going to try and keep the hip open as best I can. So rounded planche position, elbows into the side, nose touch the marker, come back up over the marker still. And then I'm just going to slowly increase that. I'll do a little bit until I get a little bit tired, then I'm going to have my first rest. So that's still pretty comfortable there. Now obviously if your feet are off the floor, if you're in a tuck planche or something at the top, it's going to be harder. As best I can, I'm trying to push up to protraction at the top. It's getting interesting now. So I'm at 365. Let's go 400. Skip that one, so we'll go directly to 400. Okay. Yep, I think that's my max. So out of interest now, I'm going to see if I can do a tuck planche, lower down as far out as I can, and then come back up to tuck planche again without my toes touching the floor. I'm going to have to go into like a straddle position or something at the bottom, because if not, the feet are going to touch the floor. You'd have to raise your hands up on P-bars or something, if not. Oh. Okay, wasn't pretty, but I think it was around the 400 mark again, which is interesting. Obviously the big difference is my toes are off the floor, but I'm in a straddle position and not in a straight position. So I'm not too sure what all this means, but I think it's a good way of measuring it. So when I increase my planche training and my planche push-up training and come back and remeasure, it'll be interesting to see what it says. Let me know your thoughts on measuring the planche in this way. Have a go as well. Let me know what measurements you can get. It'll be interesting to know also how strong you are in the planche. Thanks guys, I'll speak to you next time.